mind will shift today. Number 1P is purpose. Purpose has to do with why you exist. Purpose has to do with your assignment on earth. Purpose has to do with the vision that you have been entrusted to carry out on earth. Listen to me. Provisions are meant for visions. Hear me today. Every vision you are nurturing will be provided for. There is money for the vision you hold in your heart. For you to see that money, you must give birth to that vision. For 3 years, I doubted that statement. At the 3rd year of the winning mindset, according to the instruction I had when I started that vision, the kind of resources I expected began to come in support of what I do. Why? Because there is money in vision. There is money in purpose. Purpose is how we measure through success. Purpose is how you derive fulfillment in what you do. Remember, provision is the supply for vision. Until there is a vision in place, provision will be out of place. Until there is vision in place, provision will be out of place. Your supplies are not in place because your vision is not in place. Number 2, production. Number 2, production. Production is the ability to create value, solutions in terms of product and services. So when we talk about production, we are saying create or produce something. Produce something. Bring forth a product. Produce a service. Produce a skill. It does not matter what it is, but until you produce, money will not come to you, because production is about value and money gravitates towards value every day. Production is the first and major pillar for financial dominion. Remember, production is the ability to create value in terms of products and services. Production is about creating solutions.
So many online entrepreneurs think they can succeed online simply because they know it all. Now they've learned a skill for 6 good months and they feel is enough reason for them to do what they are doing online. But this is the gospel truth. You cannot succeed alone. You need lots of persons around you. You need lots of influential persons. You need lots of rich persons around you to help you get to where you want to be in a very, very short time. Leverage on relationships. I know you want to make money online. I know you have lots of bills to pay for. I know you want to subscribe your phone. And because of this, you've been pushed and you've been pressured to host a class online. But this is me telling you, don't ever sell who you have not become. Don't monetize a skill you have not mastered. Because in the end, you will begin to discover that your reputation is much more important than money. Don't be in a rush. Don't kill yourself. Wait until it's the best time for you to advertise.
Guys, good evening, guys. Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, just type I can hear you. Can you hear me? Who can hear me, please? If you can hear me, tell me that you can hear me. When I see the first 3 comments, then we can proceed. I want to be sure you can hear me. How are we doing? How are we doing? Can you hear me? How are we doing? Can you hear me? I'm expecting a comment. Okay. Oh, Josephine can hear me. John Akintola can hear me. Who else can hear me? Please announce it on the Telegram community. They should come on board. Everyone should come so we can discuss. Everyone should come so we can discuss. Everyone should come so we can discuss. I have a very strong feeling that today is going to be amazing, super, super amazing. So who can remind us today's topic? What's today's topic? No, this is a birthday gift for you. My younger brother's birthday gift for you, right? It's not my birthday anyway. But then, let's see what we can do. What's today's topic? If you don't know the topic, it's obvious you didn't even come to the class. So let's see, what's today's topic? Today we'll catch cruise and learn. We're going to catch cruise and learn at the same time. Whew, are we active? I need active persons, though. If we are not active, we'll just call it a day and I'll send you video to the group. I'll send a video to the group if we are not active. So what's the topic? Josephine, tell me. John, tell me. Bida, Kwesi, tell me. How to overcome habits that can keep you poor for life. How to overcome habits that can keep you poor for life. And okay, let's do a breakdown of several definitions. When we talk about overcome means to be able to surpass something. It means to be able to have victory over a particular thing that has been holding you down. Okay? So you cannot overcome something that is not challenging you. Right? So for you to overcome something, it means that thing is already a problem in your life. It means it's already an existing problem. So if you want to overcome habits that keep you poor for life, it means those habits are already in your life. So they're already a problem. So to overcome means to what? To subdue a challenge. It means to have victory over a challenge. Right? And every bad habit is a challenge. Every addiction what is a challenge. So that's the first thing. The second definition is what? A habit. Your habits define you. If you are going to be successful, we don't need a soothsayer to tell us. We don't even need a prophet to tell us. We only need to look at your habits and we can know if you will be successful or if you will be a failure. And if you are waiting for prophets to tell you that, my son, I see that in the next 3 years you will have a car. Anyway, let me tell you the truth. That car is never going to come unless you have the habits that can attract that car. And you can attest to this fact. There are many prophecies that they've said to you that are not even a reality, right? There are many prophecies that were given to your dad, given to your mom, given to somebody close to you that are no longer a reality. You know, there's an old man in your village that is terribly poor as a church rat, extremely poor. And if you agree with me, there are many prophecies hanging on that old man's life. And if care is not taken, that old man might have been prophesied to by many known ministers. Some of them were even privileged to serve under many great ministries, yet their life was the opposite of the greatness of that ministry. So point is, prophecies will have little effect in your life if your habits are terrible, right? So to overcome habits that keep you poor, okay, let's not go into that now. Now, poverty is not a state of money. Poverty is a state of the mind. I'll repeat it. Poverty is not a state of your account balance. Poverty is not a state of money. Poverty is a state of your mind. So before you are poor in cash, you have to first be poor in your mindset. Before you are rich in cash, you have to first be rich in your mindset. And if you are sincere with yourself, if you've ever interviewed rich persons, if you've ever interviewed people who you admire, they will tell you that they first became what they are in their mind before it came to their hands. So poor simply means passing over opportunities repeatedly. So if you are poor, it means you've been passing over opportunities repeatedly. One of the best ways to kill poverty is to have the spirit of discernment. Can you discern an opportunity? Because it is only an opportunity to you when you recognize that it is an opportunity. I will say it again. It is only an opportunity to you when you recognize that it is an opportunity to you. So if you don't have the spirit of discernment, when opportunity comes to you, you won't even know it's an opportunity. And you will all agree with me that gold is useless in the hand of a pig. Yes, gold is useless in the hand of a pig. Money is useless in the hand of a poor man because the poor man will squander it, right? So we've talked about what overcome means. We've talked a bit about habits, which we will come back to. We've explained what poor means. For you to be rich in life, you first have to be rich in your mindset. For you to be poor in life, you first have to be poor in your mindset. And one thing you need to understand is this: you cannot throw away a bad habit. So I see persons, they say, I don't know, I have this bad habit I want to throw away. That's a myth. You cannot throw away a bad habit. You can only replace a bad habit. That's the first thing you need to understand. You cannot throw away a bad habit. You can only replace a bad habit. So if you have a bad habit of always sucking your thumb, you are not really going to stop that bad habit unless you replace it with a good habit. So what is an opposing habit that you can replace a bad habit with? So it could be that whenever you feel the urge to suck your hand, you might want to take up your clothes to go and wash. You might want to pick up plates to go and wash. But don't ever forget, you cannot throw away a bad habit. And let me tell you something. Habits are like staircase. Habits are like staircase. You can't jump from the first flight of steps to the last. You have to take it one step at a time. The reason why you are frustrated is because you want to stop 20 bad habits at the same time. Yes. The reason why you are frustrated is because you want to stop 20 bad habits at the same time. If you can hear me, type I can hear you, please. I want to be sure persons are following me. If you can hear me, please type it. I don't know if we are online. If we are not online, we might have to end the session. And if you can, if you are truthful to yourself, you can already attest to the fact that this is a bad habit. This is already a bad habit, and these are part of habits that keep us poor. Subscribing for a class and not taking the class. So many of you in this class already have a bad habit. You are joining a class, but you are not active in the class. That is a bad habit. How will the trainer know that they are giving you value? Because value is only value when the person it is communicated to recognizes it as value. It is not value if you are the only one that can call it value. It is only valuable when every other person around you can call it value. So we do not know and we cannot know if what we are saying is valuable unless we get your feedback. So this already is a bad habit that can keep you poor. Implication: whenever you pay for a class, this is a free class anyway, whenever you join a free class, take out time to always attend the class. Take out time to always attend the class. So let's go back to where we're coming from. You can't, I said that addiction, bad habits, they are like a staircase. You cannot move from the first flight of steps to the last one. You have to take it one step at a time. The reason why you are failing is because you want to stop 20 bad habits at once. So let's do something. Are you with your book? If you are with your book, tell me yes. This is meant to be an interactive session. Are you with your book? Are you with a book and pen? If you are not with one, tell us you are not with one. So Grace Johnson, are you with your book? Daniel Enebon, are you with your book? Omi Sami Josephine, are you with your book? John Akintola Joseph Josephine, let me know. Are you with your book? If you are with your book, tell me. If you are not, tell me. We need to be extremely active. I want this class to be very, very active. Oh, you are with your book. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I want us to do something very practical now. The reason why you've been paying for classes and you've not been getting value is simply because they didn't really teach you practical. They've been teaching you theory. And after the class, you forget that there's something to act on. So what you are going to do now, list out just 5 bad habits in your life. List out only 5. If you have more than 20, we don't care. For the sake of the class, just list 5. List only 5. Write it on your book. Your top 5 habits, the ones that have been making you less productive, list out only 5. The 5 bad habits that you hate with all your life, that one you've been begging God to remove, those are the ones I want you to list out. List out 5. If you've listed out 5, let us know. Don't leave this class for any reason. No. Don't leave this class for any reason. Because this is a practical class. It's a practical class. So have you listed them out? Have you listed them out? Let me know. Let me know. If you've listed it out, let me know. Whew. We need to be very, very fast. If you need more time, let me know in the comment section. Remember I said this is an interactive session, right? This is an interactive session. If you need more time, let me know. I'm going to give you more time if you want more time. Okay. Because you are here already, because you are here, let me just tell you something. I believe we are all Christians, and from my study of robust Africa, I can see that it's a Christian community. That's why I can share some things here, right? And if it were to be something outside the Christian community, there are some things I wouldn't have been able to share. So I believe it's a Christian community. And from November, I'm going to run, what's it called? A weekly Bible study here on YouTube, like weekly. It's going to run every week. Bible study. We're going to study the Bible together. And if you have not subscribed, okay, John said he needs more time, no problem. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe now. Turn on notifications, because from November, we'll be having weekly Bible study. And many of you who are in Robust Africa community, you agree with me that the reason why you are there is not really an addiction when it comes to stealing online. It's most likely an addiction when it comes to pornography and masturbation. So you join basically because of porn and masturbation. And when we check scriptures, Psalm 119 verse 9 will tell us, how can a young man remain pure in all his ways? By constantly meditating on God's word. But there's a translation I like very much. It says, by constantly meditating on the map of his word. So God's word is a map, right? When you have a problem, there's a location to find the answer. So don't miss the Bible study when we start. How many of you have listed it? Let me know. Have you listed the 5 bad habits? How fast we are is dependent on you. Have you listed the bad habits? If you have, let me know. Whew. I wish we can be more active. I wish we can be more active. Josephine, have you listed yours? This is terrible. It's very terrible that we are not active. I must tell you the truth. It's really, really terrible. I think when I check the group, I can see that persons on the community are over 480, right? Yeah, over 4. Okay, good. Deborah, let's discuss. The both of us, let's discuss. You've listed 4, which is okay. The 4 things you listed, are they things you can share with us? Let me know. Are there things you can share with us? Is this something you can list here on this YouTube channel? Because more persons are going to watch this video. So are there things you can share with us? Okay, if you can share them with us, please write them. Please, let's be fast. List out the things you wrote. Since you can share them with us, list it out. Okay, you have issues with time management. I'll give you solution. We'll give you solution today. I think I'll use you as a case study throughout today's class. So I need you to be extremely active to the end. I'm with a book and pen here. So I'm going to write them out now, what she's listing. Um, so she said, number one, time management. What's the second one? Please be fast. Overstaying on social media, which is also a problem from time management. Overstayed on social media. What's the next? What's the next? Overstaying on social media. If I have just 3 active persons today, I'm okay. Oh. I'm okay. What's the next? Being overwhelmed. Being overwhelmed. Okay. Although that's not really specific, but I'll see what I can do about it. Unhealthy eating habits. Amazing. 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 Good. These are the 4. Can I be honest with you throughout the class? Because my being honest with you, I may have to use words that may sound insulting to you, although in real life they are not really an insult. It's just that the truth can sound like an insult. The truth can actually be painful at times. So, can I be honest with you throughout today's session? Deborah, Arigo, please do let me know. Deborah, I told you to be active because today's discussion is going to be more between me and you, right? So answer me. Can I be sincere with you? Okay, I can. Good. If you agree with me, you hate your account balance because it is a poor account balance. And the major reason why it is like that is because of the things you listed, one of which is time management. A person who cannot manage his or her time cannot be rich. Cannot. I'm not saying the person may be rich. I'm saying the person cannot be rich. Now, one of the proof that you appreciate life is that you manage your time effectively. So one of the proof that you are going to remain poor is that you cannot manage your time. And if you discover people who cannot manage their time, they are always not productive. They are always busy, but they are never productive. Let me put it that way. So people who are poor are people who are always busy, but they are never productive. And now there's a big difference between being busy and being productive. Let me tell you the difference. Being busy is activity oriented. Being busy is effort oriented. You're always putting out effort. You're always doing lots of activities. So we can say that you are busy. But being productive is result oriented. Being productive is what is result oriented. So a busy man is a man that focuses on what? Many activities. A productive man is a man that does things that are productive, things that compels results. So one thing you will need to learn is this. We are going to I'm going to teach you how to write how to prepare what we call daily routine today, and that's the only way to manage your time effectively. The persons who are succeeding today utilize their 24 hours well. If you are failing, it simply means you are not able to utilize your own 24 hours. So, how do you prepare your daily routine? What is daily routine in the first place? Daily routine is simply subjecting your daily activities under the influence of time. Somebody should write it out for us. So, daily routine is you subjecting your daily activities under the influence of time. Who is writing it for us? Now, how do I mean? If you don't know what you are supposed to do the next day, you've already wasted the next day. So you must always plan your day a day before. That's what I mean. You must plan your day a day before.
So many online entrepreneurs think they can succeed online simply because they know it all. Now they've learned a skill for 6 good months and they feel is enough reason for them to do what they are doing online. But this is the gospel truth. You cannot succeed alone. You need lots of persons around you. You need lots of influential persons. You need lots of rich persons around you to help you get to where you want to be in a very, very short time. Leverage on relationships.
So, as I was saying, if you want to be successful, if you want to be rich, you must learn how to manage your time. You must plan your day a night before. So plan your day a night before the day. Don't ever enter a new day not knowing what to do on that day. If you spend 2 hours planning a day, you have saved yourself 22 hours of productivity. Now, it simply means that you did not waste 2 hours. It means you saved 22 hours. But when you don't plan your day, you have successfully wasted 24 hours. So a man who plans his day is always ahead of the one that did not plan the day. So a wise man once said that a fool with a plan will always beat a genius without a plan. I think Albert Einstein was the one that said that. He said, a fool with a plan will always beat a genius without a plan. And then John Maxwell went further to say that talent is never enough. Talent is not enough. So one of the reasons why you will be poor, I always tell persons that most people who are poor are people who are overly talented. So they glory in their talent. They feel that because I have this talent, I have to be successful. And most times, it's always the reason for them being poor. So talent is never enough. A fool with a plan will always beat a genius without a plan. You are not disadvantaged in life if you have a plan. You are not. You are not. So how can I create a daily routine? What you need to do is list out everything. Okay, let's do it together. So on that same notebook you are with, list out everything you want to do tomorrow. List it out. The places you want to go to, the books you want to read. If you have classes, list it out. What else? If you have rehearsals, list it. If you have live sessions, list it. If there's a WhatsApp class you want to attend, also list it. So list out the things you want to do tomorrow. Have you listed them out? Let me know. Have you listed those things out? If you are still writing it, also let me know. So let me know, are you listing them out? Are you writing it? 2 comments and I can be certain that you are. So let me know, are you? Oh, good. So I'm going to play a very short video for you now while you are listing those things out. So I'm going to give you a very, very short time. As soon as the video is done, I'm going to come back here to tell you how you can utilize what you've listed. So don't forget, list out every single thing you want to do tomorrow. Every single thing. Don't miss one. If you are going to fellowship, write it. If you will go to the market, write it. Okay? If you want to go and see somebody, a friend of yours, also write it. So you can write, I will visit Chigozie tomorrow.
Mind will shift today. Number 1 P is purpose. Purpose has to do with why you exist. Purpose has to do with your assignment on earth. Purpose has to do with the vision that you have been entrusted to carry out on earth. Listen to me. Provisions are meant for visions. Hear me today. Every vision you are nurturing will be provided for. There is money for the vision you hold in your heart. For you to see that money, you must give birth to that vision. For 3 years, I doubted that statement. At the 3rd year of the winning mindset, according to the instruction I had when I started that vision, the kind of resources I expected began to come in support of what I do. Why? Because there is money in vision. There is money in purpose. Purpose is how we measure through success. Purpose is how you derive fulfillment in what you do. Remember, provision is the supply for vision. Until there is a vision in place, provision will be out of place. Until there is vision in place, provision will be out of place. Your supplies are not in place because your vision is not in place. Number 2, production. Number 2, production. Production is the ability to create value, solutions in terms of product and services. So when we talk about production, we are saying create or produce something. Produce something. Bring forth a product. Produce a service. Produce a skill. It does not matter what it is, but until you produce, money will not come to you, because production is about value and money gravitates towards value every day. Production is the first and major pillar for financial dominion. Remember, production is the ability to create value in terms of products and services. Production is about creating solutions.
Yeah, so guys, have you listed them? Have you listed it? Now, let me be very fast so we can end this session. If you've listed them on your book, the next thing you need to do is put the time close to it, right? So if I have rehearsal by 4 p.m., write 4 p.m. to 4:45. Then let's say you are going to church by 6 p.m., write 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So what you are going to do, by the side of the task, write the start time and the end time. So if you are done with all this, let me know. The whole things you've listed, apportion time to them. Remember our definition, which is on the screen. Daily routine is subjecting your daily activities under the influence of time. So it is not under the influence of time, then it is not a daily routine. So this is why we are doing this. Right? Apportion the time close to each of them. Then when you are done with this, let me tell you how to stick to your daily routine. It requires discipline. In fact, if you want to succeed in life, you must be a person of discipline. Motivation is good, though, but discipline is more important. Yes. Motivation is good. Motivation gets you started. It is only discipline that keeps you going. Okay, Josephine says she does not understand. What I said is this. For everything you wrote, apportion time by the side. So if I said going to class, if I'm going to class from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., write 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's what I mean. Okay, so let me continue. I said motivation can get you started. It is only discipline that can keep you going. Discipline is doing what you need to do, whether you feel like or not. So if I want to read this book, for instance, and on my daily routine, I wrote that I want to read this book from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. It means that whether I feel like reading the book or not, I have to read the book. You get the concept? Now, let me tell you how daily routine works. When you've listed the time, don't forget to add sleep so that you don't die before your time. While you're writing all these things, please apportion time for rest, apportion time for sleep, please. Now, this is how it works. If I am to finish a particular task by 10 a.m., once it is 10 a.m., whether you are done with that task or not, move on to the next. That's how it works. Okay, let me give you a better example. So if I say I want to read a book, right, from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., for instance, then I have chess rehearsal now, for instance, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. It means that once it is 10 a.m., whether I am done with the book or not, I should close the book and move to my chess practice. This is how daily routine works. Now, when you instill this kind of discipline in you, it's going to make you want to finish the task before time, because you already understand that if I don't finish it, it is at your own peril. So it means that if you go to visit your friend 5 p.m., and according to your daily routine, you are supposed to leave there 6:30. If you are discussing what does not make sense, and you now start discussing what makes sense 6:20, once it is 6:30, you have to stand up and leave that place to go and do the next. Do you understand this concept? If you understand this concept, tell me I do. If you understand this concept, tell me I do. So let me see how many persons understand this concept. Because if you don't understand this, we can't move to the next. If you understand this concept, let me know. Okay, okay. So this means that from tomorrow, you have to stick to your daily routine, apportion time to everything, and once the time has elapsed, whew, I think network is troubling us. Network is troubling us. Okay, it's all good. Let's continue. So what I just said is, when the time for a particular activity has elapsed, stop what you are doing and move on to the next. Now, when you have, don't ever, so when you are writing these things out, don't ever exclude two things. Don't ever
Mind will shift today. Number one P is purpose. Purpose has to do with why you exist. Purpose has to do with your assignment on earth. Purpose has to do with the vision that you have been entrusted to carry out on earth. Listen to me. Provisions are meant for visions. Hear me today. Every vision you are nurturing will be provided for. There is money for the vision you hold in your heart. For you to see that money, you must give birth.
All right, guys. Sorry, I had to attend to something. A call was disturbing. Okay. So as we were saying, when you are done listing these things out, always ensure you stick to time. Don't ever remove reading, and don't ever remove what's it called, sleep, from whatever you are doing. Don't ever remove reading. Don't ever remove sleep. So if you have any question, ask. If you have any question, ask. If you have any question, ask. We have few minutes left. If you have any question, please ask. Do you have any question? If you do not have any question, let me know, please, so we move immediately. All right, since there's no question, let's move ahead. Now, the reason why I said you should always include book is because when you read books, books helps you to broaden your perspective. It helps you to broaden your perspective. Books help you to see far. It helps you to learn how to generate ideas. And for you to be rich, it means you need to first have an idea, test the idea, execute the idea. So if you don't have an idea, it means that there's nothing for you to even execute. You get the point? So always make sure you are reading every day. I heard that Bill Gates reads one book every week, no matter how busy he is. That's what I heard. So somebody mentioned something. I think John Akintola, he said something that he always has issues with going through classes he paid for. Now, if you've not gone through the classes you paid for, please don't pay for another class. You only end up enriching those persons teaching in those classes, while your life will still be less productive. Because the time will come when you've paid for 10 courses, that's when you now enter a state of confusion. You don't know which one to take again. So you now discover that all these courses they are related and you don't know where to start from. So instead of you being in that dilemma, once you register for a course, finish the course, then register for another one, unless you have mastered how to manage your time. One of the ways to also manage your time, you can tell yourself that between 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., I will go through all my WhatsApp classes for that day. So implication, it means you now take 2 hours going through the WhatsApp classes every day, right? You might want to do something like that. I don't know if it's a video course you want to take. Apportion time to it, and it's going to make it better. So I said something before that motivation is not as important as discipline. I said that motivation can get you started, but discipline will keep you going. Let me explain why. The reason why you discredit motivational speakers is because you don't even understand what motivation is in the first place. Motivation um, is wired not to last long. The lifespan of motivation is short. Motivation has a very short lifespan. So you cannot say because I baited yesterday, I should not bait today. No, that's how motivation works. You cannot say because I listened to a motivational speaker yesterday, I should not listen to one today. Understand what triggers your passion. Understand what triggers your motivation. When you find it, stay motivated. So when I say stay motivated, I mean stay motivated. So it might be a particular person you have to listen to every day on YouTube. For instance, I watch YouTube every day, every single day. No matter what happens, I should watch one YouTube video. And there's a list of persons I follow on YouTube That works for me very, very well. So today I can listen to Kobe Bryant or Grant Cardone. I can listen to Gary V or Dan Penner. It depends. So have a list of persons you follow. Ensure they keep you motivated, but don't listen to poor people. Yes, because a naked man cannot give you clothes, and a hungry man cannot feed you. So look for somebody who is where you want to be. Then listen to those persons because they've most likely gone through what you are going through. So they can give you real time advice. Okay. So listen to persons who are where you want to be. Listen to persons who are what? Who are what? Where you want to be. And you are going to succeed faster and better. That's how life works. So do you have any question? Secondly, when it comes to bad habits, I need to mention this. Please have an accountability partner. The Bible said two are better than one. Ecclesiastes. It said because when one man fall into a pit, there will be nobody to lift him up. But when there are two, the second one can lift him up. And then the Bible now went further to say that a threefold cord cannot easily be broken. So get as much help as you need. A problem shared is a problem half solved, but not to the wrong person. Only share your problems to people who can truly help you. Because some persons will only listen to your problem and broadcast it. Some persons are like CNN. The moment they hear, they share. That's how they are. So share your problems with the right persons. Two are better than one. Have an accountability partner so that when you relapse, you know who to tell that you have relapsed. Your accountability partner must be somebody you are willing to hear whatever they have to say, whether it pains you or not. Because if your accountability partner cannot tell you the truth, then who will tell you the truth? They must be able to scold you. They must be able to criticize you. They must be able to also praise you. They must be able to compliment you. So I mentioned that they must be able to scold you, criticize you, praise you, and then compliment you. So you can write SPC square or SPCC, whatever you want to write. These are the attributes of an accountability partner. They must be able to scold you, criticize you. They must be able to praise you and then compliment you. Why did I say that? An accountability partner that only scolds and criticizes you is not an accountability partner. That person is the devil in disguise. They must know how to both praise and criticize you. They must know how to both compliment and scold you. So the question now is, do you have an accountability partner? If you don't have, then that's where your problem is coming from. So, Deborah, if you check the four things you listed before, if you follow your daily routine, you will discover that the first three they've been dealt with. It's remaining the last one. So let's deal with the last one. That Elisha Mama came to Port Harcourt and shared some things with us during the Value Summit. He said that when you become rich, the first thing that changes in your life is your eating habit. He said that's the first thing that changes. And then he also said something. When you are poor, you say it. But when you are rich, people see it. The reason why you eat too much is because you are poor. You are eating out of anger. You don't know if you are going to eat again tomorrow. So this one that is here today, let me finish it. So you're always fighting to eat. You're always eating that way so that your elder brother will not eat more than you, or so that your younger sister will not eat more than you. So you are eating that way because of anger, because of frustration, because you're not even sure that another food is going to come. In fact, I think I saw something on somebody's WhatsApp. Buy you one time. You know that place they write about. He said, when I remember my responsibility, sleep no longer, because I don't know how he put it. I think he said, when I remember my responsibility, sleep no longer controls me, something like that. So the reason why you misbehave is because you don't yet have responsibilities. Some of you are still very inactive and idle simply because your parents still send you money. simply because somebody said her challenge is not eating well or enough. Don't die before your time. Oh. Look for a way to eat well. Go and buy super appetite. Buy super appetite. If you eat 2 times a day, you should be okay. So 2 times a day is a good way of eating. So I don't understand what you mean by not eating well. Go and get fruits. Fruits like banana. When you eat them, you tend to stay full for a very long time, and you tend to stay healthy. Then eat fruits like watermelon. It has lots of water in it. And I think I heard that watermelon is 92% water and 2% other things, right? No, I think that's cucumber. Cucumber is 98% water and 2% other things. So cucumber naturally helps you to detoxify your system. So eat fruits like banana, eat fruits like watermelon, eat fruits like pineapple, eat fruits like cucumber. Don't overeat fruits like apple so that you don't call cancer to yourself. Because I heard that majority of them are preserved with things. That's why if you check, they don't go bad. I heard. I've not really taken out time to know how true it is, right? But you don't want to use your life as an experiment. No, already the life of an average African is short. You don't want to reduce that life that is already short. This is the problem with Africans. We always want to run away from the truth. So when they tell somebody, live better life or life short, the person say, God forbid. And you are just running away from the truth. Because none of us here will stay up to 120, 100. I don't want to say something less before you curse me. Because you can already tell that you're already angry that I'm mentioning something like this. That's how to know a poor person. A poor person feels they always have time. A rich man knows that there's no time. So because you feel you have too much time, you will not work. That's proof that you are poor. So this is a sign. If you check, people who are not, if you look the way Nigeria moves, you discover that people who are not writing will are actually the poor set of persons. Those people who are rich, they always write their will. Go and make your research. So this should tell you how poor people think and how rich people think. If there's an average African man who is 50 to go and write will, he begins to ask you, do you want to kill me? Now you the sent can't kill me. That's his next statement. It's a statement of poverty. But a rich man knows that he should write will because he has to. A rich man knows that he should stay fit, he should eat well because he has to. When I say eat well, I'm not talking about quantity, I'm talking about the quality of your food. uh Eating well is not 7 apple or 12 starch. Some of you, let me tell you one way to know that you are poor. When they tell you to make tea, is oshimilia tata. Instead of you to use teacup, you are now using plates to make tea. And in your house, let's say it was now your mom that gave you your own portion of tea. One way to know that you will be poor if you don't change is that you will now bring water, you now add more water to that particular tea. That's sapa. Sapa is already staying in your room. Sapa is now your roommate. No, these are ways to know. See, there's a way poor people they live life. There's a way rich people live life. When you look at a man who will be poor, you will know. When you look at a man who will be rich, you will know. Remember, I said poverty is not a cash thing, poverty is not a finance thing. Poverty is what? Is a mind thing. Don't ever forget that. Poverty is a mind thing. Don't ever forget that. Poverty is not a cash thing. Poverty is not a finance thing. Poverty is what? Is a mind thing. I wanted to say praise the Lord, but let me calm down. Yes, Josephine, only share your problems with the right persons. Some persons are like BBC. No, some persons are like Instablog. As they hear, they share. See, I shared something on Twitter. I said, don't get angry when your secrets are shared. The moment you cannot hold something within only you, the moment you tell someone else, there's every tendency that the person will want to tell someone else. So the moment words leave your mouth and meet someone else, don't feel bad that the person shared it to another person. So if you want it to remain a secret, let it be just within yourself. Don't ever share your problems to the wrong set of persons. They will amplify the problem. They will amplify the problem. you check the life of a king, they don't broadcast their pain anyhow. They don't broadcast their problem anyhow. They have a council of elders. These are the only persons that know when they are down. These are the only persons that know when they have issues, whether financially, health-wise, spiritually. They have a council of elders. They don't go to the town hall to announce that they are what, that they are having problem. But the way you live your life now is that there's a town hall you always go to. Let me tell you the town hall, your WhatsApp status. So when you are not feeling fine, there's a particular emoji you put. And it happens more among girls. So that guys will ask you, what's happening now? You know, those stupid guys that don't have sense. I hope you've eaten. What's happening? Because you know the problem, you're looking for somebody that will send you money. And if you check, most times when you upload something like that, nobody sends you money. Let me tell you why. You are poor and all your friends, they are poor. So there's nobody to even send anybody money. So now what's the point of putting something like that on your status? Chasey, there's no point. So stop announcing, stop washing your dirty linen in public. Now the new town hall is WhatsApp. Some person will now put on your status, hey, this is how they start. MTN this day safe. Only 100 MB left. We know why you are telling us. You want us to give you MB. Nobody will give you MB. Go and work. All the times you'll be announcing it. How many times did they give you MB? And the only person that will give you MB is one guy that has been eyeing you that wants to sleep with you. Later you now say, the guy was asking me for sex. Don't you have sense? You are the one that does not have sense in the first place. You get money now they give you. I hope we are learning. No? We have just 4 minutes left. We have just 4 minutes left. This is a 1 hour session. This is a 1 hour session. I'm going to tell you something. I run a YouTube live session every Wednesday, right? And if you check my YouTube channel now, you will not see any of those videos again. Reason being that these sessions, I invite many persons to come train. We've had an Indian guy come train us. We've had lots of persons who are doing well come train us. It happens every Wednesday, right? And you have to be active in the session to learn from the session. It means if you don't learn that particular day, you will not come back to meet the video on my YouTube. So there's something we do where you can subscribe to a platform, right? Where you have access to all 4 videos of the month. Each of those sessions is over 1 hour, 30 minutes. So it means you can have access to over 6 hours sales and marketing video for just $1. For just $1. And success recommended that I tell you about the offer. So if you want to register for it, please don't come and meet me. Go and meet him or register through this website, habitdomain.com/ONE1. So he said I should make the announcement. So let me see how I can type it here for you to see. Give me a minute. Let me type it for you. We're almost done with the session. www.habitdomain.com/ONE. Right? So he said that I should give you access to these particular videos. If you have issues with selling online, if you have issues with marketing what you are doing, if you've been subscribing your phone with data and money is not coming back, then go to this website, register for it. It's just $1. As little as what's $1, 600 Naira. It means you only have to subscribe with $1 every month, and you have access to 6 hours sales and marketing videos. So it means if you cannot catch up with our live sessions, you can always go back to watch the replay. So let's round off. Your habits define you, nothing else. If you are going to be poor, we will know through your habits. Let me tell you one way. You're always joining free classes. If you check your WhatsApp now, you are in 78 WhatsApp groups, and you don't open up to 3 a day. That's a sign that you'll be poor. You know, some of you are already angry. That anger is out of frustration. So don't get it twisted. Avoid joining classes you don't need. Avoid it. I don't see why a hairstylist to be joining a catering class. You don't just have sense. You know, you see some persons online. This person is into sales and marketing, and you are joining a tailoring class. How does it relate? You see, if you even want to join classes that everybody needs. There are classes everybody should join. Classes on personal development, classes on leadership, classes on sales and marketing. These ones are non-negotiable. These are classes every human being should have an idea of. The reason why you feel that, I see the person say, I'm not supposed to sell. Now only those people that they call salespeople, only those clothes are supposed to sell. If you don't sell, you will beg. See, this life, you either buy or sell. Everybody must sell. You are selling yourself all the time. When you talk to me, you are selling a perception to me. So you're always selling yourself, right? Everybody must learn sales and marketing. Everybody should learn personal development. Everybody should learn leadership. These are three core things people should be aware of. Don't fool yourself by saying, Kinika, this. What nonsense. Because this is not my Wednesday live session, I'm going to leave it here on my YouTube channel. Tell your friends to come watch it. Whenever you are less busy, come back, come and watch it. You are not paying to watch it. It's free. All right. If you don't have data, do ninth plan. Come and watch it. You don't have excuse. Tell your friends, tell your people. Go and preach to the nations. Tell them that there's a 1 hour video that can change your life. Tell them that there's a 1 hour video that can make sure that you're not poor again. Let them come and watch. If you cannot if you cannot copy the YouTube link, tell them to go and search Fortune Nnamdi on YouTube. I'm the only, I don't know, but I think I'm the only one there. I should top the rank anyway. So when they come on YouTube, they are going to see the video. If that's the only thing you do for your friend, it's okay. You know why you should do it. Let me tell you why you should do it. If you have stupid friends, it's just a matter of time you'll be stupid. Yes. If your friends don't have sense, it's a matter of time you become like them. You are an average of 5 persons you spend your time with. And I always give persons one illustration. Let me give you the illustration before we call it a day. I tell persons that if a normal man becomes friend with a madman, either of two things will happen. It is either the normal man will become mad or the madman will become normal. But none of them will remain in the original state. And then I went further to say that it is easier for the normal man to be mad than for the madman to be normal. So when you have stupid friends, it is easier for you to be stupid than for them to be wise. Yes, now me talking. So if you don't want to decline in your growth, go and tell your people, let them come and watch. Tell them that there's a video that can change their life. Okay, so I think it's time to call it a day. We've been on for 1 hour, 2 minutes, 43 seconds. We have tried. So this is me wishing you a happy birthday on Success's behalf. What am I saying? I'm not supposed to wish you happy birthday, you see? I don't tire. So this is me telling you, thank you for your birthday wishes on Success's behalf. I'll say it again. Thank you for your birthday wishes on Success's behalf. Thank you for the WhatsApp status post, right? Thank you for the phone calls. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for everything. Thank you for taking our time to come online to join the session, all right? So, peace. Take care. Have a nice day.
So many online entrepreneurs think they can succeed online simply because they know it all. Now they've learned a skill for 6 good months and they feel it's enough